What's up, guys? And today I have a very odd deck profile to you, and we're gonna be checking out the Salamangreat monsters. Now, I don't know that much about the Salamangreat monsters, but I actually checked them out because I actually bought a box of Soul Fusion, and like always, it always get corrupts the data. I don't understand why it got corrupted again. This is like what the second booster box that I get corrupted data, and I don't know why. And I did check this out. I got all of the support cards in one box. I got all of them, which I was happy. And they're weird, and I love them, and I'm having fun with these guys. Like, I'm just having fun playing with these guys. I'm like, what? The structure deck hasn't come out, and the support that's coming in Savage Strike has not come out yet. So I did what I can, and I had what I had, and I did what I could to this deck, and I just had fun with this. So let's check this out. It's just weird, and hold with me. Some of these effects are still new to me, so I might have to take a look at these guys first. So first out, we're running 3 Salamangreat Jaguars. Now this card is really cool. If this card attacks in the defense position, inflicts damage, piercing damage to a monster. If you control one Salamangreat Link monster while this card's in your graveyard, you can target one Salamangreat monster in your graveyard except Jaguar, shuffle it. Then, if you do, special summon Jaguar into one of the link monsters, link markers that Salamangreat monster is on the field. So basically, when you have Heat Leo on the field and you have this card in the graveyard, you shuffle one of your Salamangreats and special summon him. That's it, and it's pretty cool because it recycles himself as well, because you use him as link material and bring him back for anything like nonsense. So 3 Jaguars. Next up, we're running 3 copies of Salamangreat Falco. Now this is another interesting card. Now it says there, if this card's into the graveyard, you can target one Salamangreat spell trap card in your graveyard. Set that card to your field. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Salamangreat monster you control, return it back to your hand, and special summon this card. So this is not like Jaguar that if you have Heat Leo, you can bring him back. This one is that you have to return a Salamangreat monster back, and plus you can set back your spells and trap cards of your Salamangreats. And this is a very interesting card. I'll get into it, which is the monster that you're gonna bring back for his effect. Next up, we're running 3 copies of Salamangreat Foxy. Now, this is the card that you're going to be returning with Falco. Now, it reads, if this card is normal summon, you can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck. If you do, if there's a Salamangreat card amongst them, you can add it to your hand. Then you can shuffle the other cards to their deck, not like in Light Sworns or whatever that you excavate them and they go to the graveyard. You shuffle them back. And pretty much that's what you do. If this card's in the graveyard and a face-off stolen trap card is on the field, you can discard one Salamangreat card, then special summon this card on the field, then destroy a face-off stolen trap card on the field. So pretty cool card. This actually helps you bring back more of your spells and trap cards, so you can activate them again if you want to. And this is the target that you're going to be using for with Falco. So basically, when your turn is over, you return back. If you special summon this card and you have it normal summoned for a link place, you use Falco's effect to bring him back, normal summon him, and activate his effect so you can excavate your deck. Pretty cool card. I like them. They're really cool. I like the design of these guys. They're really cool. Last of the Salamangreats, we're running 3 Salamangreat Mirror. So its effect is kind of strange, but it's pretty nice because it can special summon itself. If this card is added to your hand, except for the drawing it into your normal draw, you can reveal it and special summon it from your hand. If this card is in your hand, you can discard one Salamangreat card from your hand to special summon this card. So basically, you can use any of your Salamangreats. You can use Jaguar or Falco or Foxy, so you can special summon Mirror, or basically Mirror himself. Whichever depends on how you draw the card. So yeah, that's all the Salamangreat monsters you're playing. Now for the Cyberse support that we're playing, we're playing Cyber monsters. 2 Bootsaggers. Now Bootstagger helps you with more of your link plays and also more of your special summon, because if you normal summon like Foxy, you can summon Boost Dagger for free. That's it. Or any of your link monsters that you're using for the normal summon to activate their effects. So pretty cool card. I like this guy, and he's really cool to summon. Next up, 2 backup secretaries. This helps you more of your link plays, because if you control a cyber monster, you special summon this card from your hand. Pretty simple. Boost Dagger, special summon him, special summon backup secretary. You have another link monster there. Pretty simple, pretty powerful, and I love this card. And backup secretary is always it was my favorite Cyberse monsters of the series. For the 1-ups, we're running 1 Lady Debug and 1 Widget Kid. Now, Lady Debug, when it's normal or special summon, you can add a level 3 or lower cyber monsters from your deck to your hand, and all your Salamangreat monsters are Cybers, so all of the monsters that you're running are Cybers. The targets that you'll be using are these Foxy and Meerkat. I know it's Meer, but it is a Meerkat. Or Widget Kid, or backup secretary. You can add those guys. Or the last one that I will show you. There's Widget Kid. If this card's normal summon or special summon, you can special summon 1 Cyrus monster from your hand in defense position. So you can basically special summon when you normal summon Widget Kid, special summon Ladybug. Ladybug's effect, you can I'm talking too much. I'm so sorry if I confuse you. Widget Kid's effect, you special summon 1 Cyrus monster. If you have Ladybug, you special summon Ladybug, activate her effect. You find any of your Cyrus monsters, and that's it. Last of the Cyber monsters, we're running 1 Dob Scapper. This card is so broken. So broken. It's so broken. I wish I could play more, but you just have to play 1. If you don't want to play, there's another card that you can use for some crazy stuff, but I do not have it, and that's the Red Resonator. Now, Red Resonator, yes, he is a tuner, but its effect reads, you can special, if this card is normal summon, you can special summon a level 3 or lower monster from your hand. So what does that do? Special summon Widget Kid, Widget Kid's effect, boom, or any of your Salamangreat monsters that you have. Whichever you want, you can special summon those guys with Red Resonator. I do not have Red Resonator. I couldn't practice with Red Resonator, but I'm really happy that there's that option. If we get the structure with Red Resonator, that'll be a phenomenal thing to do. Yeah, I'm talking stupidity but it's an idea. You can bump this up to 2 or Widget Kid, whichever you want, but these 2 are great to search and special summon any of your cyber monsters, whichever you want, which I am very happy with. Get this out of the way. We are using something. I'm using something here. 2 King of the Swamps. Why is that? Because I am using the Cyberse Clock Dragon fusion in my box. I don't know what happened, that when I was opening it, I didn't get nothing of the clock wyvern. I didn't get none of them. I was like, wait, what? I didn't get none of them. I got Patchwork twice, which is weird because I think it's short printed, and other rares, but I did not get Clock Wyvern, which I'm kind of wasn't shocked. So King of the Swamp will be the substitute for Clock Wyvern. This will gonna be Clock Wyvern. I'm sorry, I do not have Clock Wyvern. I'm not gonna wait for the Clock Wyvern. If I see my friends having the Clock Wyverns, I will try to trade them. But this is for now Clock Wyvern. And I should shut up. Now for the spell zone. This is the fun part. 3 Wills of the Salamangreats. Now this card is really fun to play with. During the main phase, you can special summon 1 Salamangreat monster from your hand or graveyard. You can send this face-up card, and from the field to the graveyard, then target 1 Salamangreat link monster you control that was link summoned using a monster with the same name as the material. Special summon that Salamangreat monsters from your hand or graveyard in the fence position for each link rating. So basically, this will help you bring back any of your Salamangreat monsters from the graveyard or special summon from the hand. This, yes, you can special summon the link with this card when it's in the graveyard. But if you have the link on the field, you can send him plus this card, special summon 3 Salamangreat monsters from the hand or graveyard, so you can have them in the fence position, and special summon another Salamangreat Heat Leo. So basically, this will help you with more link plays, and I actually love this card. And I can't believe this is common, because it's a free special summon and a free special summon from the graveyard. Next up, we're playing 3 Salamangreat Sanctuary. Now, this is the gimmick card that is being using in the show, which is Link Reincarnation. Basically, he's sending a special summon with Will of the Salamangreat with Helio, then special summoning another Helio to activate its effect. Sorry, I just ate. I'm sorry. It reads, if you link summon a Salamangreat Link monster, you can use one Salamangreat Link monster you control with the same name as the entire material. So basically, you can use that same Link monster, that Salamangreat Link monster, to summon another one as its full material. You don't have to use 3 Salamangreat monsters, 3 Fire Effect monsters. You don't use nothing, just the same one for free. And with the same name. Okay, then the other one is that you can during the damage calculation, your monster's battle, you can pay 1,000 life points and target one Link monster you control, makes attack 0 and gain life points equal to that attack. So basically, if you want to use any of your Link monsters that you're not using for attack, use this effect, pay 1,000 so you can raise your life points back. So you can, basically it helps you break back your life points. You're not using that effect that much, you're using for the other one, for the Link Reincarnation, but it's a swell effect. I actually dig it. But yeah, those are the only Salamangreat cards we're using spells. I'm not using the ritual for now because I do not have Cyberse Magicians in me. So we have to wait. This is the first draft of this deck, so bear with me. Next up, we're running 3 Cyanide Fusion. I love this card. I love it, and I love it. So basically, this is the fusion card for Cyberse Clock Dragon, and this is a pretty cool card. I can't believe it's rare. So fusion summon 1 Cyberse fusion monster from your extra deck, using the monsters from your hand or field. This is where King of the Swamp comes into play. If you control no monsters in your extra monster zone, you can also banish up to the Cyberse Link monsters as material from your graveyard. So basically, if you don't have any extra deck monsters on the extra deck monster zone, you can banish the Link monsters that you have on your graveyard as material. So basically, you're using, this is basically a little bit of Fright for Fusion for the banish fusion. So pretty cool. I actually dig this card, and 3 is enough for me, in my opinion. If you want to run this at 2, that's your decision. Two terraformings, obviously, to find the field spell. Obviously, this is things at 2, so we can't complain. You can't argue with that because it's at 2, but because of the ban list, all that stuff. Now, this is not go crazy deck. This is for a fun deck build. One time passcode. This card's really fun to use to bring out a token. I don't have any more scapegoats, so bear with me. I said it. Bear with me. This deck is for fun. This is not to play meta. This is not to play this, and this is just a fun deck to play with your friends and just have fun with it. So basically, you special summon 1 security token, you use it for Link summoning material, whichever, and that's pretty much it. For the 1-ups, we're running 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Mind Control. I don't have any more Mind Controls, so yeah. 1 Dark Hole, and that's pretty much it. I don't have a Soul Charge. I'm not using Foolish Burial or whatever, or Foolish Burial with goods. This is just for fun. And this is the last, and for the spice of the deck is 3 Phantom Knight of Wrong the Magna guy. I'm gonna call him the Magna guy. I don't care. I said the wrong name, so fudge you. I said fudge, not the other word. I said fudge. So basically, this is a negate plus. It's a free monster, and its reasons effect: when your opponent's monster declares an attack, negate that attack, then special summon this card in attack position as an effect monster. A warrior type dark level 2, 0 attack and 0 defense with the following effect. This is not treated as a trap card. That's it. This is a free Link material. This is not. It reads there. This is not a trap card. This is basically This is basically 3 more monsters into your deck. So that's the main deck. Now for the extra deck, where it gets juicy. 3 Salamangreat Heat Leos. Now this is the main monster of the Salamangreat monster. This is the big boss monster. This is a really cool card. One thing I will say that apparently in the OCG, that's what I heard, they did not like the artwork for this, for the Link monster for this one. So they're making, that's why in the structure that you're having another Heat Leo, but with another artwork, and it's ultra rare. It's really weird, but it's okay. I actually like both of the artworks. I might get them all. But yeah, it requires 2 fire effect monsters. This is a Cyber monster. So, it reads, if this card is Link summoned, you can try 1 card of your opponent's spell and trap cards, shuffle it into the deck. That's it. That's for his normal effect. Now, when you do Link reincarnation with this, for Heat Leo, it gains this effect. If this card was Link summoned using a Salamangreat Heat Leo as material, you can try 1 face-up monster on the field and 1 monster in the graveyard. The attack of this first target monster becomes the other attack monster until the end of it. So basically, you can turn the attack of that monster equal to that that target monster that you have on your graveyard. So basically, if I say I target Meerkat, he becomes the attack of Meerkat, and that's it. Pretty cool effect, but you have to remember, you have to do the reincarnation so you can bring out that effect. Let's just leave it right there. Just leave it there. For the other Link 3s, we're wanting 1 Deco Talker, it's Deco Talker, 1 Transco Talker. This guy is pretty cool. I like him. This brings back your Link 3s, Cyberse, or lower monsters. 1 Tri Wizard, which is pretty cool. You never know when you need that co-links. The new guy, which is Clock Spartio. I don't like this name, but I'm gonna call him Clock Spartan. I might get trademark because of that. Why is the internet so evil? This card is amazing because it's the searcher for the Cyanide Fusion. Plus, if you special summon 1 monster, 1 of these Link zones, you can special summon 1 Cyberse monster from your graveyard. Its effects are negated, and you can only fusion summon. Now, in the combo that I've read and heard and saw, the combo is that when you have Cyberse Magician plus Clock Dragon, Cyberse Clock Dragon with Clock Spartio, you basically, it's a lock. You can't target them. You can't destroy them by card effects. You can't do whatever. You can't even target them for battle, which is a pretty cool card, and I like him. He's a pretty cool dude. Next, because we do not have a Link to Salamangreat monster for Heat Leo, we're using 2 Flame Administrator as our Link 2. There's another one that we can use. But basically, this card says, all Link monsters you control gain 800 of attack. You can only control 1 Flame Administrator. Which is okay. Next up is 1 Binary Sorcerer, so you can use her effect. This is our Link 2 for the other sides. Pretty cool card. 1 Dual Leader Chimera. I only have 1 Dual Leader Chimera. I can't believe I only have 1 of these guys. And I run this at, I run it at 2. I don't know what happened to my other ones. Poor little guys. And for the last guy, we're running the Fusion Cyberse Clock Dragon. This guy is awesome. And I mean awesome. In a way that you're like, will you stop saying awesome and just skip it and says what it does? Okay, dude? So it requires 1 Clock Wyvern, 1 Link monster plus. It has a plus, meaning that whichever Link ratio it has, that's how much it wants. So when this card is fusion summoned, you can send the top cards of your deck, counting the sum of the Link rating of that monster, and this card gains 1,000 for each one. None of your other monsters you control cannot attack except for this one. So basically, for every link arrow you use for the fusion summon, let's just say Leo, you send 3 of the cards, and he gains 1,000 for each. So he's right now a 5,500 attack monster. That's crazy. And also, while you control a link monster, your opponent cannot target monsters you control with card effects. If this card is fusions, and also your opponent cannot target them for battle. Yeah, that's pretty much crazy. So basically, you can't target them with card effects. You can't target them for a battle. And if this card was sent to the graveyard by an opponent's effect, you can add a spell card. Boom. This is a crazy, nice fusion, and I like him. Wow. I like this guy. So yeah, this is a very cool, fun idea deck. No, this is not a competitive deck that you go to your locals or whatever, so you can, brag with your friends or anything. This is just for fun. For fun, for craziness, just like with my heavy samurai deck, it's for fun. So don't say this deck is garbage, this deck is gross or whatever. It's a fun deck that I am actually making this because I actually enjoy this deck. I beat the living poop out of 3 of my friends with this deck just for the fun of it. I didn't need to use Ash Blossom, I didn't need to use Ghost Ogre, I didn't need to use Call by the Grave, I didn't use Soul Charge, I didn't use any meta card, any staple, and very few staple cards to play with this deck. I didn't need to use any of those cards to basically destroy my friends or whatever in the game. This is for fun. I suggest you go and get these guys for fun. Mix them with any of the cyber monsters that you want, whichever you want to use. And one thing I totally forgot, yes, you can use the red resonator plus the Salamangreat monsters that you have on the field to bring out Scarlight. You can do that, and you can bring all of the Archfiend monsters. The red red dragon Archfiend monsters. You can bring them all the synchro monsters. You can bring them all, but just red resonator. So basically, yeah, this deck is just for fun. If you got a problem with that, you can kiss my derriere. I'm gonna say it like that because I'm defending this deck, and if you don't like it, you can kiss my derriere, just like Tyro Madness says. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I had a blast with this deck, and like, share, and subscribe. Let me think of what you guys think. Please no hate. Please don't hate on this deck, okay? This deck is still brand new. So see ya.